right, folks. Welcome back to your YOLO Fish FFL Week 3 recap, Week 4 preview. I'm going to take you through what happened this past week, who are winners and losers, where we're standing right now. We're going to go through our superlatives. We'll do our power rankings as always. We'll get to the waiver wire, see who wasted money on free agents this week. We'll take a look ahead at next week, Week 4. And we'll get right into it. All right, so let's start off as we always do with our Week 3 recap. Going, of course, in order of highest scoring game. That's for the winner, obviously. First up, we have Mr. Daniel McCallum's 195 defeating TJ's 149. Danny, huge day from his quarterbacks. Russell Wilson got him 48 points. Jameis got him 35. Big day from Christian McCaffrey. Got him 29. Great day from Waller, got him 23. So, decent day from Dan's team. Over on TJ's side, better than I think we all probably expected. Put up 150 points, basically. Mitchell LaBitchell got him 26 on Monday night, so that was pretty good for him. Joe Mixon got him 16. Philip Dorsett got him 15. McLaurin got him 16. And the Bears defense got him 22.5. So, better day from TJ's team than I think we all expected. Still not good enough for a W, but it is what it is. McCallum moves to 2-1. TJ drops to 0-3. All right. Next up, we have Sokol's 191 to Jensen's 110 points. Sokol's powered by Lamar's 21 and Deshaun Watson's 34. Also had 17 from Zeke, 15 from Edelman. Huge day from Greg Olsen, got him 22 points, and Tyler Lockett got him 32 points. So that really what put him over the edge. Jensen's side, not great, 110 points. Not really going to do it pretty much ever in this league. Good day from Mahomes, of course, got him 35. Garoppolo got him 12. Juju got him 15. Finally kind of snapped out of it a little bit. Everybody else in single digits, so that's not going to get it done for Jensen's team. Sokol moves on to 3-0. Jensen drops to 2-1. Moving on now to Coyle's 179, defeating Reynolds 128. Coyle, huge day from Matty Ice, got him 32. David Johnson got him 15. Larry Fitz got him 12. Evan Ingram got him 23 points. Mark Ingram got him 36 points, so a nice day there. And Frank Gore got him 15, so pretty solid from the Coyle side. Over on Reynolds, 128, not great. 50 of those points came from Jacoby Brissett and Kyler Murray. They got 27 and 23 respectively. Michael Thomas got him 13. The Robinson kid on the Chiefs got him 11. Mason Crosby, kicker, got him 10. Everybody else is in single digits, so that's not going to cut. Coyle's team jumps up to 3-0. Reynolds' team drops to 1-2. Moving on now to York Commissioner losing to Walter. Walter's 174 defeats my 154. Walter, big day from Philip Rivers, got him 26. Huge day from Austin Hooper, got him 21. And Cooper Kupp got him 30 points on Sunday Night Football. That's what really put him over the edge. Over on my side, Carson Wentz got me 25. Shitty day from Kirk Cousins. That guy stinks. Only got me 14 points. Derrick Henry's 11. Amari Cooper got me 23. Brandon Cook got me 19. Travis Kelce 12. Nelson Aguilar 19. So all in all, pretty decent day. Pretty well-balanced day. Just couldn't get it done against Walt and didn't really have that guy put up 30-plus that I needed this week. On now to Jack's 168, taking down Ryan's 134. Jack, huge day from his boy Daniel Jones, got him 41. Stafford 14, Aaron Jones 14, Julio 25, Keenan Allen 40 points out of nowhere. 2 touchdowns, 183 receptions, 183 yards, just a ridiculous day. 17 fucking targets in that game. Yep, that one really gave Jack the win. Over on Ryan's side, not great. 134 is not going to cut it. Only 15 from AR12, 27 from TB12. 32 points from Alvin Kamara, big day. Leonard Fournette only 12. That's pretty much it of any note on Ryan's side. Ryan drops to 0-3. Jack picks up his first win of the season, moves on to 1-2. Finally, in our lowest scoring game, and yet our probably best game as well. It was Cole Coyle's 134 defeating Patrick's 133. Cole had nice days from Jared Goff and Derek Carr, each got him 20 points. Dalvin Cook's been just a machine, got him 25 points. Marlon Mack 15, and Curtis Samuel 13, everybody else in single digits. On Patrick's side, 27 from Dak, 19 from Josh Allen, so those are pretty good days. Nick Chubb only got him 15 points, Sonny Michel only 7. Pat was really powered by Mike Evans' 44 points. He had a huge day, obviously. 15 fucking targets for him. 190 yards, 3 touchdowns. So that's really what kept Pat alive in this one. Everybody else kind of stunk. He had 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with 3 points or less. So that's not going to cut it, obviously, in this league. But he'll be all right. Both of those teams now move to 2-1. All right, let's get to our superlatives for week 3. First up, as always, we have our MVP of the week.
Only me get pizza every game. MVP, valuable pizza eater.
This one's going to go out to Patrick and wide receiver Mike Evans, who finished with 8 catches on 15 targets, 190 total yards, 3 touchdowns for 44 points on the dot. Huge day for Evans. Finally broke out from, I'll call it a semi-slump. Hasn't broken double-digit fantasy points yet this season, but by golly, he had himself a day. So nice job there, Patrick. Wasn't enough for the W, but what are you gonna do? Our 1-2 punch this week.
Receiver is eating a bunch of those.
Is gonna go to McAllen's quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. They combined for 786 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, and 83.48 points. Huge day. I mean, what more can you ask out of your quarterbacks there? Russell was up for MVP this week, but as well as Evans played compared to the rest of the wide receivers, he kind of earned that spot. So, nice job there all around. And finally, our doofus of the week.
Side. Beat it, doofus.
We're going to go back to Patrick's squad. Now, keep in mind here, Patrick lost this week by a total of about 1.03 points. So pretty much exactly 1 point. Well, lucky for him, he had wide receiver Sterling Shepard on his team, who had 2 carries for 21 yards, also caught 7 passes for 100 yards and a touchdown, plus a 2-point conversion, totaling 26.6 points. Unfortunately for Patrick, Shepard was on his bench. Instead, Pat decided to play John Ross at his flex. Ross had 2 catches for 22 yards and a fumble, totaling 1.2 points. So that's about a 25-point swing, and the difference between winning and losing for Mr. Troy. All right, let's hop in now to everybody's favorite segment of the week. It is your Week 3 Power Rankings. Starting at the top, Mr. Sokol, far and away our points leader, stays at number 1. Connie jumped up a spot to 2. McAllen jumps up 3 spots to number 3. Jensen drops 2 spots. Patrick drops a single spot. Cole Coyle jumps up 1 spot, and Jack jumps up 2 spots to 6 and 7. And your commish drops down 3 spots to the number 8 slot. Still in there for our projected playoffs, but not great. Walter jumps up 1 spot to number 9. Reynolds falls 2 spots to number 10. And as they have for the last couple weeks, Ryan's at 11, TJ's at 12. TJ, I mean, just far and away our points for loser. He's got 350 points for. Next closest guy is Reynolds with 381 and Ryan with 392. So TJ's got on average 10 points a game less than his next closest person. All right, let's talk through our waiver wire this week. Only 1 player had competing bids, and no surprise here, it was Wayne Gallman, New York Giants, after Saquon, I think, tore his Achilles. That's why they're going for a second opinion. We'll see what happens with that. But they say 4 to 8 weeks at a minimum. They're going for a second opinion. I think it's going to be pretty much the entire season, so shout out Walter. But Wayne Gallman was the pickup this week. He went to Coyle with a winning bid of $40. Connor, I'll take cash, check, Venmo, PayPal, Bank of America, transfer, whatever you got. He ended up wasting about 20 bucks though, because our next highest bid was Ryan with $19, followed by your commissioner with 11, Walter with a $10 bid, and Reynolds with $7 bids. So nice pickup there, Coyle, but you wasted about 20 bucks. Other pickups this week included Jensen with Darrell Williams for 19 bucks. Nobody competed there, so wasted $19. Reynolds, Paul Richardson for $1. Wasted $1, but not a biggie. Walter, Trey Quinn for $1, and Reynolds picked up Dawson Knox for free. Let's go move on now to our Week 4 preview. We're going to start as we always do with our highest win percent. That's going to go to Sok, who has a 98% chance to win this week, taking on TJ. Johnny's 3-0. TJ is 0-3. 158.3 to 110 is your projected scores right now. I'm not even going to talk about this one because it is going to be a bloodbath, I think. Let's move on, though, to Jack with an 83% chance of winning, taking on Walter. Again, not going to talk on this one much because Walter's team really stinks without Saquon Barkley. Jack's projected 147, Walter 123, so about a 24-point blowout projected in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets worse, although Walter does still have Saquon in his lineup, so once he makes that change, I'm sure it'll get a little bit better, but it doesn't seem like he has anybody on his bench right now to replace him really in any way. You got Naheem Hines, and you got Gio Bernard as your running back, and Ito Smith. Nobody there more than like 5 points, so this one's going to get ugly as well. Moving on now to, Battle of the Coils. We got Connor is a 61% favorite, taking on Cole. Projected score 148 to 141. This one's going to be a pretty good game, as we have a lot of pretty good games in the league this week. Battle for Coil supremacy. Who's going to take it home? It doesn't matter. My money's on Lorraine either way. Love her so much. Next up, we have your commissioner with a 61 win percent, taking on Ryan McCallan. Ryan's out for blood at me after I ruined his perfect season week 7 or 8 last year. It'll all start for him with the big red arm of Aaron Rodgers on Thursday Night Football. We'll see how that goes for him. Over on my side, same thing. Carson Wentz Thursday night. That matchup's really going to set the tone for how this is going to play out. My money's on your commish with a 144 to 137 advantage as far as projections go. We'll jump now down to Patrick with a 55% chance to win, taking on Reynolds. Battle of the Saints here. Patrick's projected at 128 to Reynolds 123. This one's going to be a close one, I think. Both teams are looking kind of mediocre. I'll take Pat's team in the long run, though. Reynolds' team doesn't look very good to me. But we'll see how this one plays out. Normally this would be our game of the week, but we have an even tighter one as we face McCallan taking on Jensen. McCallan's a 52% favorite to win this one. 153 to 151. Battle of the future cousins here, folks. My money's on McCallan. Both are projected at pretty decent scores in the low 150s. I think it's all going to fall on Patrick Mahomes, and if he exceeds his 32-point projection, as I'm guessing he will because he's Patrick fucking Mahomes, this one could be a real slobber knocker, though, as we finish up week 4. Well, that's all I got for you. Talked about every game from last week. Talked about our superlatives. Talked about your power ranks. Talked about your waiver wire this week. Talked about your projections and where I see the previews going this week for week 4. I think we're in a good place. The league is really fucking cooking now. We'll get through this. We'll be a quarter of the way done with the season. I think that's it. That's all for now. Peace.